Stay out your notebook. But no, all jokes aside, back to this though. TrueDingus and Hawk certainly here to do the damn thing. We are, pools B4 winners, best of 3. So of course we are not in that best of 5 territory just yet. Both of these two certainly going to have to work for it. I believe it's going to be R.O.B back on it and Bayonetta. Yes. So this is a matchup that the Bayos feel like R.O.B actually beats Bayo up. And then the R.O.B feel like, nah, Bayo has the advantage in this matchup. Now, I was in the camp of believing, yeah, Bayo wins this. Are you kidding me? I just combo the crap out of R.O.B, send him to the scrapyard, melt him down, boom, turn him into something nice. But, bro, you swing improperly on R.O.B and Bayo, she might hit like a ton of bricks in some of her moves, but she is light as a feather, bro.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of these where you just take turns just destroying
Just wailing on each other, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like with this kind of matchup, I don't have like enough intimate knowledge to be able to like tell like that. But I'd say it's probably pretty even in that case if it's like both sides are saying the exact opposite thing and it seems kind of even from the middle.
Yeah, because like looking back at, and I don't want to use Smash 4 as an example because Bayo was just a different witch back then.
That's so true.
But I still think she might have a slight advantage on R.O.B here in this matchup. Especially with like her ability to combo him in the air, areas where he can get away from a good chunk of the cast. Bayo can get up there and stay up there a while. Yeah. You have afterburner kick right there to keep the approach ambiguous. The problem is that when R.O.B starts reading the afterburner kicks and we start trading, or even stuff like this happens, we should be good. Up air, yeah, I still got another one. I got another one, yeah, I'm chilling. But yes, delay on the back air. When Bayo kind of gets caught in the corner and she starts expending a lot of options to land, as we know in her design kit, the more options she does, the more landing lag she's going to have, and R.O.B is going to be there with open robotic arms to punish that.
Yeah, so TrueDingus is doing a great job of mixing up the recovery, though, as well. Like, there's a punishment if you're using too many options, but he's been pretty slippery so far. I love that. Trying to use Witch Time right there, that's trying to use Witch Time to grab the top, because that will slow down Hawk on the other side of the stage, even give you an opportunity to get in. And
Lucky and Loaf. Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
I had an old man moment there. Like, Lucky and Loaf.
We got it.
Sorry, but keep going. I'm sorry.
And then, so that gives you the opportunity to get in, and that is where Bayonetta struggles. That's a big thing in this matchup, is that R.O.B has a lot of projectiles to work with, and Bayonetta just still is not a neutral character. She's a combo character through and through. Yeah. So that's where, TrueDingus is going to have to find the opportunities to excel, and where Hawk is going to be on the onus to make sure that TrueDingus never gets in.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you brought up, too, the importance of using your projectiles versus Bayonetta. Of course, don't turn your brain off and use them because she can witch time a lot of them. But, I mean, that's even like Canon. It's like, oh, yeah, you're dead. But it's even like Canon to like her games, too. Like, I remember playing Bayonetta 2 and just thinking, man, the opponents that shoot stuff, I hate them. I actually can't beat them up. And, I mean, it's kind of carrying over right here into Smash. Nice. Using bats within right there to get back onto solid ground. And, yeah, this is kind of what just happens to R.O.B. We talked about them kind of taking turns, beating each other up. But, TrueDingus is doing that just a little bit better. Again, that is just due to the nature of Bayonetta's design. She can keep her approaches ambiguous. Even if you know what she's going to do, it's always going to be witch twist out of shield, some combination of like up tilt to reset the situation, especially if we're on that platform.
Yeah, that'll do it,
and that's going to do it at 47% on a TrueDingus sending. Oh, yeah, you better turn your brain on before you throw something at me. Come on, Hawk. I see you, bro.
I will happily take that.
That's right, yeah, easy.
Nice. I like the nair cover, that whole space, anything that TrueDingus could be doing to try and get back to the stage. Take it away. A big back air there, barely killing to boot, and evens up the game very quickly there. Good stuff from Hawk. He's been looking for that usually whenever he's sent TrueDingus off the stage. So great capitalization finally landed for him.
That's right. Hawk right now looking very powerful right here. Has figured out a way to bring themselves back towards even footing. And, of course, playing this one super safe. The fall away laser, of course, not allowing it to charge up too much. Wanting to come out as quick as possible. And, of course, keeping it ambiguous. Nice. Short hop nair.
R.O.B up throw at 15%. That's a little bit interesting. I mean, it got per damage, and I might honestly be more consistent than grounding with down throw at that percentage.
Yeah,
a little bit interesting. Yeah, should be pretty free to a couple forward airs. TrueDingus gets the game one, looking pretty good. But I mean, obviously, Hawk was just... he took his times and just took his stock away. Yeah, with no answer at all. And just like we said, it's going to be these two taking turns wailing on each other as we move into game 2 as well. But I'm curious if Hawk swaps map.
I'm very curious too, because I know Hawk and his brother play a couple different characters. I've seen them, play different characters in doubles that they do in singles. But, Hawk kind of has like that. I don't even want to say young man anymore because, I met them when they were younger, but they're older now. But he kind of has like that young man, like, hey, this is my character. I'm sticking with him. Like, I'm not going to let you make me switch. Like, I'm staying with Rob. And honestly, I really like Hawk's Rob. There's a part of that match where he was going for, like, back air. So Robs would do this thing where, like, you think they're looking for, like, actual back air, but they're actually looking for the late hit of it. And that right there, I could tell, was throwing Dingus off. Because Dingus was like, oh, yeah, let me just come back to this ledge and, like, you know, chill. You already tossed out back air. I know what you're about to do. I'm chilling. Yeah, but did you account for all the frames of this move? This move lasts quite a bit of time.
It's like 2 moves in 1.
It's literally 2 moves in 1, and TrueDingus wasn't quite ready for that. So we will see, man. Hawk right now still looking pretty powerful, still brought it down to final stocks. But this is a whole new game. Let's run it.
All right, starting off, get that top secured, get it developed, but it's immediately kind of wasted by tossing it, not letting it do its job by just spinning in place, and more damage given by TrueDingus. Nothing too crazy though, 67%. I mean, it just moves us into that next stage of the combo game. I mean, like, I feel like Bayonetta is like a stage character. Like, it's really like low percentage combo, a mid percentage combo, high percentage combo kills early, or if it doesn't, then we have the high percentage combo.
Then you have the
like
high.
A 4-step combo.
Yeah, she just, you know, she has something that feels like for every occasion, for every, like, sort of character body type. I mean, it just feels like she's a kid in a candy store, though, when it comes to Rob. You know, she has kind of the luxury of just kind of smacking this thing around. Oh, my God, yes. Gets all, well, it doesn't get all 3 hits. Gets the first hit and the last hit right there for her. Still put on some sizable percent, but the same could certainly be said for her. She is, you know, again, not as heavy as she hits. And so because of that, oh, yeah, witch timing a lot of those. Whoa, sexy time. It's a sexy time. Let's go, man.
I was like, oh, no, we missed the opportunity for the back air. And no, TrueDingus is going to show us, like, we did not miss the opportunity for the back air. But Hawk right back has to say so. We're keeping this thing darn even, although the next combo, if we're taking turns, it's TrueDingus' turn. Only 23% off of it, though, when we're back to neutral.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Hawk. You know, just goes for 1 hit and then just kind of waits it out. There's some very tried and true things that Rob's going to do at these lower percents, especially when we're grounded, going to lean heavy into, like, jab, you know, to F tilt, and of course into down tilt. But Hawk just kind of going for 1 hit down tilt, checking the temperature, making sure there's a pulse on Dingus' behalf, and then backing off. My God.
Yes, that does get it. All 3 hits finally landing on this one, and a full stock lead for TrueDingus at this point. Feeling pretty good, especially on the back of the game 1 win already in the books.
Boom. Okay, going to go for the throw right there. Nothing off the jar, but yes, late hit, or excuse me, back hit of Nair. Catching him from the opposite side. This is what I like here from Hawk. When he gets the TrueDingus in disadvantage, if there even is such a thing versus Bayonetta, I mean, he has the right aerial option out every time, whether it be back here or Nair in place, just trying to catch her somehow on the way back up. But unfortunately, it's going to take a lot more than Nair and backer to bring himself out of this hole, having a hard time DIing out of these combos. Okay.
I love the confidence, baiting out a Nair and sees the Nair startup frames, goes, okay, this is my chance to strike. Give you another 50%. Grounded now, guaranteed up tilt.
Yeah. Guys, gets the scoop right there, plus
bait.
the sprinkles. We will definitely take that. 88% actually ain't bad. Top in hand, head full of laser. This actually could be the start of something real pretty, or this could be the beginning of a nightmare. TrueDingus right here. Wait a minute.
Not quite.
Wait
a little early, but
through
not
production
that
off.
early.
That's right. Even through production off. So I think he's out of here.
Big stuff from TrueDingus. 2-game win both on PS2. Showing up with the Bayonetta. This is just such a Bayonetta bracket. They are everywhere, and they're doing well to boot.
Yeah, I'd have to hard agree with that, man. The Bales are certainly having, you know, their heyday right now, and I'm happy to see it. The Hawk, of course, still played very well. I think, again, that matchup slightly leans a bit more towards Bayo. I've heard, of course, equal arguments on both sides. You know, I would just have to see the best Rob in the world play against the best Bayo in the world right there to really, like, you know, take the Rob's, you know, perspective from it. But I still think, you know, this is a Bayo world when it comes to Rob. And, yeah, I mean, just did everything they were supposed to do. We talked about Fox earlier being a combo-heavy character, you know, more finesse-happy, does not have the luxury of going for trades, has to make sure everything is stylistically where it's supposed to be. And I think we've seen that there from TrueDingus. Didn't whiff any combos for the most part. Everything that was supposed to hit certainly hit. Did not overextend, didn't go for anything too fancy because they knew at the end of the day, this matchup a little lopsided, you know, in my behalf. I can make Rob pay for it in a lot of ways where other characters are going to struggle, where he can reset neutral, fly way up in the air, and I have to wait. I'm up there with you, bro. Where you gonna go?
Yeah, and like since we had that dialogue before, I was kind of watching it throughout the match, trying to see if like I can develop my opinion on it anymore. And like if it is an even matchup, it's one where Bayonetta has more options, and I think that's worth a lot. We saw a couple times it really tripped up Hawk. Hawk knew exactly what was coming. It's like, okay, there's a grounded witch twist coming at me. I know exactly what to do here. Just space that out, and then bullet art. And it just takes it away. And it's like, no, you got to space for. I mean, you're talking about bubbles like a
Sure.
like a zone of threat, like
Sure.
like zoning. That's
Yep.
like a threat zone.
Yep,
Whoa,
yep.
that's where it comes from. But it's like, okay, witch twist pretty good, but the bullet art is even bigger there. We'll go this way.
Yeah.